My drink before I started. No. No. It's not fair. This doesn't look too loud. It's probably a nice volume, actually, for once. Dude, that's an Oro. My favorite character, my main. Look at him. This is my favorite matchup. Look at him whiff that stand hard kick. Oh, red parry. Oro doesn't like to go low there. Oro players just mindlessly hit close strong whenever they're next to the opponent. We all know it. Oh, see? Pray parry and then close strong. That was fine. Oh, he didn't quick stand. That was catastrophic for Urian. This will actually kill. Oh, what's this setup? This you can quick stand out of this, but it shouldn't matter if you do. Aura blundered that really bad. That should have been easy to punish, all those parries. Well, not punish per se, but Oro could have given Urian a much harder parry. Hi. Azzy's the first one here. Neo Ricky! You must be an Oro player. Oh. You know what's funny? I think Oro can duck the second hit of that. I hope it was good. I lost subscribers doing that. Oh, that was punishable. This Oro player, I don't like some things. Oh, this is over now. Well, it should have been over. I kind of like the uppercut there. This could still go either way, because it's SF3 Oro. He's the best character in the whole game. If that was super cancelled, it was too close to the corner. Wow, that was kind of cool. Super here, yeah. Urian has to burn a bar. He didn't, but Oro didn't jump. Oro didn't believe in it. Yeah, nice block. Yeah, that was good. Overhead. Super. The mix-up didn't pan out. Oh my god, empty jump low. Not even empty jump, it was like blocked. Urian should block low. That was YOLO as hell. Scary. How the fuck did Urian let that all happen? Oh, quick stand punish, yep. If Urian, that's really hard to do on Oro, and if Urian drops it. What is this? He's doing a Crota setup. He shouldn't have done that. Roundhouse, I never do that there. It's kind of good though. Might as well just cash out. Low parry was good there. Oh, he managed to escape. Ooh, I always do roundhouse there. I never do low roundhouse. Oh, he should have quick stood. This Oro player is getting away with murder. I like that whiff. That should have been jump in, not fucking neutral jump. He had jump in stomp mix up. After that back throw in the corner. A lot of shit worked. I feel like if any of those uppercuts were blocked by Oro. Ooh. Oh, that was EX tackle. He got stay roundhouse. He wanted EX tackle there for sure. The timing that he did that. He just didn't have charge. Nicely placed mirror. Whoa, careful there. That was actually unsafe, but Urian failed to punish in time. How's the volume, by the way? If I'm Urian, I'm whiffing low strong, or not low strong. Low forward? What does he whiff? Stay fierce? Low strong is definitely not what he whiffs, because that advances, and it takes a long time to whiff. Stand strong, I think? Stand strong. Oh, dash, crouch short into uppercut. Very cool. See how the low parry, Ryu got pushed out of the mirror, because the mirror didn't push him to the left, because he parried it. So only the hit pushed him to the right. You can use low parry to escape mirrors like that. It depends on the setup. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you can make Urian's life a little harder with stuff like that. Not too bad. Weathered the storm. He's alive. He's Denjin. Oh, now it's like over, I feel. This is really hard to come back from. He's dead to a lot of really easy stuff to do. Oh, I like that EX mirror, yeah. That was a punish. After the EX mirror was activated, because Ryu hadn't already thrown it by that point, it was over. Because Denjin wouldn't hit in time and jump in was a punish. Early parry on that Hadoken. Is this a different replayer? I wonder. Same super. EX headbutt whiffs so fast in this game. All the headbutts whiff really fast. EX headbutt's just the most rewarding. This Ryu, I mean, this Urian's winning. Well, now it's like, now he's kind of losing. He's playing purely with pokes. Whoa! Did he want that charge move? Maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe he wanted EX. I don't know. He just did parry into who knows what. Bad balance eventually. It's gonna be 12 next. Oh, mix-up panned out. I don't think he had overhead into combo. He might have if it was universal overhead. The first version of every fighting game is shitty. So if Strive is shitty, just give it a minute. It's preheat. I believe that story. I could 100% believe that. Because, oh, he timed the parry for the first Hadoken, I bet. This is... still go either way. Ooh, dash. He was... That's not a bad play. It just didn't pan out. That whiffs really fast, so you can use it to, like, go over a low and, throw. But Ryu was actually in time to punish it, which is quite hard to do. Those are hard to do. He had to partition that headbutt. It was a nice little gimmick because it's unusual to do there, but it's not like EX subbutt's invincible or anything. Any RPGs or Zelda soon? I almost streamed Makai Kingdom instead of this. That's kind of like an RPG. It's a strategy RPG. EX Hado anti-air. Kind of good, actually. Not a great trade, though, I think. It's good if they don't hit you. But Urian hit him. There we go. Yeah, yeah, optimal. Really optimal. I think. Oh, this is over. Yeah. Near. Someday. I want to play all the, I have plans to play, Drakengard. But those plans have existed since, like, the PS2 era. Most optimal stock to invest in, too. I don't know. What's something that's on the up and up? People always say that about Drakengard. It's a really good bad game. That's a funny way to describe a game. That was nice. I think 3 is supposed to like actually be like a secret gem, but also extremely jank. Love this match. BD half circle forward kick, they can't be punished. Though short was definitely going into super there, but he got electricity. What? I didn't even know that worked. What? What just happened? Timeout. That was crazy. That was a crazy series. I didn't even know. First of all, I didn't know you could do EX spin hook into super. I didn't know that had a super cancel on the last hit. The thing is, the EX spin hook knocks down and doesn't juggle into super, as we just saw. And that only works into super 3 because super 1 and 2 are 1 bar. So it's only even possible with super 3. And the funny thing about that is literally the only instance where you would ever use that is if the opponent was trying to red parry and then punish the last hit of EX spin hook, which is literally what we just saw here. But Urian just messed up the red parry. That has a super cancel at the end that would only be used in the exact scenario that we just saw it used. What Necro wanted to happen was for Urian to get the red parry and then hit a button immediately, and then the super cancel to punish it. I had no idea that even canceled though. It's completely new to me. It's terrible on hit and block. EX spin hook is already safe and super is unsafe. I guess technically speaking it's useful for chipping the opponent out. Good confirm. So that's a reason you might do it. Cool juggle. Back fierce, back roundhouse. Ooh, look at that. Anti-air parry into back forward. That's an interesting normal he picked. Probably pretty good for that kind of thing. He probably could have done low strong as well. Back forward's almost definitely faster. Yes. What's up with that? What's going on there? Why is metal cold at room temperature? I get that metal gives and receives heat easily. I get that part. Very heat conductive. But why is it not the temperature of the room? I guess it is the temperature of the room, and I'm warmer than the room. I guess that's the point. I figured it out, guys. I figured out why metal feels cold. Oh no. It's over. Damn, it wasn't over. Cold doesn't exist. Wow. You're right. There's only heat and no heat. What is this? This is garbage. That kind of didn't work even though it worked. Well, let's hope for it. He can get that Izzy. That panned out exactly the best possible way it could have panned out, and it's still not looking super scary. It's kind of still good, though, because Urian's still got a lot of bar, and Ree's about to build a dungeon, so now this is, like, over. Wow. He got the parry. There isn't cold or hot. There's only motion or no motion. There's only excitement or no excitement. It doesn't make sense to say cold doesn't exist when cold is just non-motion. Yes, it is running. Why do you ask? Oh, those electrons got that shimmy. Electrons with the mix. Fire Fierce as a button. That was a punish, I'm sure. That's a cool one. It's not great though. EX Tackle's honestly not even that good to land. Even when it works, it's not really good. It's kind of good. That Ryu is a bit wild with the dungeons, to be frank. I think he was just trying to get some Dizzy on the table so he could, like, the next dungeon was... if dungeon dizzies at a low charge, it's a much more terrifying mix-up. Because it means red parry dungeon is still gonna, like... Red parry... Dungeon released so early it's a red parry is usually really unsafe on hit. But it's not unsafe on hit if it stuns. That's true. Every dungeon works in a way. I'm pretty good at DDR. Maybe me and Bungus will play someday. I'm not great. I can do the hardest level on some songs, but not all of them. Look how he low strong's under the fireballs. Low strong is not used that much by Urian, but it is used in this matchup. More typically, you see low forward. It's a very funny scenario because Urian is actually too tall to duck the high fireballs. But a bunch of his crouching moves, including low strong and low forward, actually shrink his hurtbox, so he can duck them. Oh, that was supposed to be fireball mirror. The fireball doesn't even do anything there, so I don't know why Urians do it. Maybe it OS is against backdash. I think that's it. I think if Urian did quick stand, not backdash, quick stand. I think if Remy did quick stand, the fireball would have been meaty. But I've seen Urians do that where they just chuck a fireball on your wake up, and like way too early. There you go. That's probably what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't really look like that good of a mix. It's pretty typical for Urian players to use a mirror to just get the opponent in the corner, and then use their second mirror when the opponent's in the corner. But this Urian just used a mirror to do nothing, and then another mirror to get Remy into the corner, and then once Remy was in the corner, Urian had no meter. So it's like, you know, that the second mirror was maybe a bit questionable. That didn't look like a combo. I think he got it though. I think that's 10. Nice. Rare footage of EX tackle being optimal. He got a kind of high connect, so we had to go into stand jab. And stand jab only combos into the jab TC, which only combos into headbutt, which is mind-bogglingly hard to do, or EX tackle. And EX tackle is normally, you know, a bit of a limp dick ender, but there it killed. Smart. Aw, sad. You hate to see it. Cool wake up. That's what Everdread does to me. Was it Everdread? I think it was. Oh, yep. You have to keep parrying. Everdread does wake up low short flash kick as Remy. And the idea is if you let him low short at all, it probably is because the low short hit. Because you're trying to shimmy or something. Or you, like, did something wrong. He does block into delayed low short flash kick. And if he just blocks, or if he like fucking takes a throw or something, I don't know. If he actually blocks something and wake up, then the low short never even happens. He never does it. It's like delayed low short flash kick. Anyway, wake up wake up Urian low jab into headbutt is kind of the same idea. Where it's like, you know, oh, yep. Urian questionably shouldn't have even thrown. He should have let the one-hit Denjin hit him. He should have crouched fierce, let the one-hit Denjin hit him, and then crouch fierce again. Pringle with or without the mold flavor? That sounds awful. What? It's a mix-up where Ryu can hold the Denjin, but not really. If Ryu does a raw Denjin next to you, which is basically what happened because he parried the canceled normal into the Denjin. If you crouch fierce right away, then if Ryu holds the Denjin, then the crouch fierce punishes Ryu before he can release. And if Ryu releases the Denjin immediately, it hits Urian, but then Urian is plus like fucking 15 or something because Ryu's level 1 Denjin has horrible frame data. And then Crouch Fierce just punishes. So either Urian lanes Crouch Fierce or Urian lanes Crouch Fierce. That's the strat with Ryu, Denjin Ryu. If you're not dizzy to it, you just treat it like he's gonna hold it. And then regardless of whether he holds it or not, you just react. You punish him like he's holding it, and then if he doesn't hold it, you just see that you ate it, and then go for a punish on that. It's different if it dizzies you. Then you have to actually parry. If level 1 Denjin is about to dizzy you, then if he just releases right away, and you do Crouch Fierce, obviously you'll get dizzy and then die. But level 1 Denshin doesn't actually do that much stun, it only does like 20% of your dizzy bar, not even. Actually 20% is probably right. See, he did that Crouch Fierce unconfirmed and then used Headbutt to make it safe. Safe-ish. Could have been still whiff punished on maybe. Nice jump by Roundhouse. Damn, I'm suddenly so tired even though I had a fucking... I had a Starbucks today. I suddenly feel really shitty. Maybe I won't stream that long today. Maybe I'll like sleep and then wake up and then stream. Just have a little nap. Short stream and then a nap. I only got like 1 hour sleep last night because I had a horrible nightmare. It was actually like a super bad nightmare. It's one of the worst nightmares I've ever had in my life. It wasn't like super terrifying. It was just unpleasant. It left me with bad feelings. I woke up feeling morose. Whoa, EXDP. EX mirror? Yeah. Oh, he timed that tackle, assuming a... I think. No, it looked like Ryu had already hit a button. Whoa, that was that jab. He did backdash, jab. That was supposed to be a jab fireball into super. But instead he just got a stand jab and then died to a fucking wake up tackle. My nightmare was that I was, every single person in the world had abandoned me. And the thing about that nightmare was, like, it wasn't something that I would have immediately said that I was super afraid of. This Urian just won with an E++. Huh? That was an E++ round. He must have, like... No, it really was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, they must have had an issue with the previous match. Because he just got his 7th win, and now it says 8 wins. So probably someone picked the wrong color or something like that and then timed out. While I was doing testing stuff recently in SF3, I accidentally left the game on with 2 player characters in arcade mode. And I went to timeout Judgment 3 times in a row. And the rank that I got on the player who won, both players just sat in place and waited, you know, because it was me controlling both players and I was at AFK. Both players just sat and waited 3 rounds in a row, and the rating the winner got was G++, which is the only time I've ever seen a G. It wasn't even a G, it was a G++. How do you get a G? Both players ended with like 0 score. Oh, but this is King of the Hill, so I think the players just hop on as soon as the previous player goes off. Judgment Girls, they seem to just go by the ranks and the score, but it's not 100%. They won't just always go for the they won't always go for the person who has the higher score, the higher rank, but they usually will. That's the only thing those letters actually do in game, is they affect your judgment, I think. I've only, in all the time I've played Street Fighter 3, I've only had like less than 10 judgments, I think. They're pretty rare. Oh, it should have been jump Roundhouse. That's kind of fucky that jump medium kick just failed to hit Ryu. Nice shimmy. SF5 style shimmy. Reversal headbutt. He tried to get hit midair, but actually that's worse. Maybe it's reversal tackle. There wasn't reversal mirror, else there would have been a super freeze. This is good. This is a good mirror. He was timid. I understand why he was timid. He's dead to like any hit. He's looking for Ryu to kind of hang himself, but Ryu's not doing it. Mirror to like just push Ryu into the corner and then potentially get a mix-up with Strong, I think. Oh, that combo. Rare combo. That would have comboed even on, if that didn't kill. That's the funniest part. And the fireball would have barely reset. That's like combo video material right there. You got overhead low mix there, but it's not a great mix, honestly. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm surprised Ryu can do it too, because Ryu's backdash is a bit slower than ours. Emphasis on a bit. Ryu's backdash is still really fast. Shimmy, car throw. The way this replays. It's a new school Ryu, I feel. Yeah, look at that. That looked whack as hell. I feel like this is someone who like didn't start with SF3. Wow, that's good. He's not bad though, don't get me wrong. He's actually a super good SF3 player from what I'm seeing. But those are just tactics that you don't normally see in SF3. The way he's moving. I mean, I've watched some Thanatos highlight videos. I don't know if he's I don't know if I've ever seen the ones he's made himself if he has like a fucking YouTube channel. That crush jab was weird as fuck. Why do people do that? I don't get it. Like even if it was jump jab, it made no sense. There's like almost no reason to hit crush jab in this game, or just jab in general. That looks good. Very difficult to live there. It's shimmy still works in this game. It's harder because buttons are faster. And throws are faster, more importantly. Throws don't get counter hit in this game. And they whiff faster and they start up faster. So shimmying is kind of harder. People also tech throws less, so shimmy is less likely to work. People don't tech that much in this game. Fucking was that a Super 2? Jupiter Thunder? People do crush second third strike. It's not as widespread as it is in 4. A lot of people just don't tech at all in this game because getting thrown is not a big deal. Ooh. Hugo probably parried early and that hit super late. Ironically though, Hugo could have blocked it, it hit on the ground. Oh, snatched from really far away. Oh, EX Lariat would have comboed there. So would have Super 3 actually. Dead Shinshoryu, he's dead. Based. Base Shinshoryu user. Shinshoryu is legit terrifying. I played a match alongside against a guy using Shinshoryu recently. And it is, even if you're like better than the opponent, which I think I was better than this guy if memory serves. Even if you're better, like if you eat a Shinshoryu, you're very likely to lose that round. Nice punish. Very optimal. So you can just do like clap low forward here or something. Oh, that works. That's probably optimal meter build realistically. As Ryu? That seems like it wouldn't work for the range. You'd have to be like right next to them when you land it. Oh, close medium punch? That still seems like it wouldn't work for the range. I don't know if I've ever seen a Ryu do that. Wow. That's interesting. I can't picture that ever like happening. When I see SA2 used, I almost always seem to get confirmed off of low short jab short. Or parries and punishes. Yeah, towards hard punch is too much of a liability for that to really be useful, even though the combo does work. Nice. What? He held it. Hugo held it for some reason. If you hold that super, it has no invincibility. But like, why would you hold it there? Ryu was like committing during the super freeze. That was weird as fuck. Why did Hugo hold it? If he just released immediately, it would have been invincible and it would have won 100 times out of 100. He had to have held it there. He didn't need extra range or anything. Nice. Shoryuken. It's a very all or nothing style play, is what I was gonna say, but not in a bad way. It's terrifying. It's genuinely pretty scary to fight a SA2 Ryu. Because every time you attack, you know it's like if he does this parry here and then just Shinshoryu's, it'll fucking shave off half my health. I can't stop yawning. I hate this. I need a nap. Why did I start streaming? What was I thinking? I didn't know I was gonna get super tired like fucking minutes after I started streaming. Wow. Good parry. That's probably a red. It didn't play the parry color though. We got the wrong frames. And then he confirmed too, which was kind of cool. It wasn't just parry, it was parry into confirm into Shinshoryu. Oh, I didn't finish the story about my dream. I guess it's better if I don't. What I was going to say is the dream was something I didn't think I was afraid of, but then the longer I thought about it, the more I realized that it was like probably one of the things that I would be the most afraid of. It was a subconscious kind of dream. It was like my subconscious trying to tell my fucking conscious. Hey, this is a big deal. Yeah, I like that. That was perfect. Yurian played that perfectly. Back up. Wait for the Denjin react. Ooh, nice. Zombies would be extremely scary in real life. I think people often underrate that. Well, you know, you could condition yourself if you've seen a lot of zombie movies and they're realistic, you know. Most people can't even really stand seeing a dead body at all. A zombie would be 10 times more stressful than that. 100 times more stressful. Zombies are one of those things that's been done to death, but like is so scary uh, so scary in theory. The problem is a lot of zombie media is extremely like campy. Well, not campy. What's the word? I don't know quite what to call it. Low effort, you know? There's a lot of low effort zombie stuff undermining the idea of zombies. He had a juggle there. Whoa, an actual... Surprised he got over Necro there. Schlocky, I guess. I don't really know what schlocky means. Zombie media makes zombies look sillier than they would actually be. Oh, I like that idea a lot, but Necro actually landed. Sophisticated early version. You're probably thinking of just Night of the Living Dead, I guess. Would be one of the most prominent early examples of zombie media. And played relatively straight. It's just zombies are alive and they're scary. I wouldn't call Night of the Living Dead campy. Frankenstein was a zombie. The monster. If you think about it. There's a dead guy's brain inside a bunch of dead guys' bodies. The original zombie movie right there. Zombies are zombies. The zombies that made me, I don't know if I'd call them the most scary, but I like them the most. Were the zombies in the Void. They only had a little appearance in the overall movie, but they were super creepy. There were a lot of little things that made those zombies extra good compared to most zombies. The Void. I guess I shouldn't spoil it because most people haven't seen that movie, and it's an extremely good cult film. Cult film's the wrong word. I guess it's the right word. Indie horror movie. Super good indie horror movie. Drop the elbow on him. It's my favorite horror movie of the last like 10 years. It's very stylish. But it doesn't feel like overly ambitious for it. There were like obviously some things that were just done for flavor. I did not see Hereditary. Well, zombie motivations are a big thing, which is where I think the Void succeeded, where a lot of zombie movies fail. Oh, this is the joy of Seiya Yang. That shit is fucking obnoxious for a lot of characters, Hugo being one of them. A lot of zombies are just like literally like no motivation, you know? Or like there's no explanation, no logical explanation. Like why the fuck would a zombie, how the fuck is a zombie moving? Why the fuck would a zombie want to eat brains? The movies don't care, it's just like whatever. It's scary enough that they want to do it. Just focus on that. The Void didn't do that. The Void gave a reason for why the zombies existed, and their motivations were not just eat brains. No spoilerino. That was really far away, I was afraid he was going to drop it. The farther away your clap is, the longer you have to hold punch, the farther you have to dash for SA3 to connect. And the tighter it gets. I think it always works, unless you like clap a limb. You can always get like some amount of running into clap. Oh, rare footage of a lariat. Lariat's very bad. Nice. This Hugo's clean. I like it a lot. A well-played SA3 Hugo is one of my favorite characters to watch in all fighting games. This matchup, I wonder how it is. Hugo's not too bad against Yun, so it would make sense if he wasn't too bad against Yang either. The run has recovery at the end, so you can just block, and if he ever releases, you block the whole release and then punish it. And if he never releases, you'll see Hugo like slow down after a certain amount of time. He'll like pause and then he'll recover, and you can punish him while he's pausing. And Hugo cannot release the super in that window. And it's always at a consistent timing because it always takes the same amount of time for the super to end if you just run. I like never drop it, but I see pros drop it fairly regularly. I don't know why everyone drops it, it's really easy. My punish is fairly easy, I just hold down back and then I wait for him to either slow down or hit me with the super. And then I do close, strong, heavy fireball. Hard stomp. And then I see how much of chicken I can get. Nice shimmy. Ah, wake up super. It's scary when players are willing to do that. Is that wake? Did that dash and parry? That could have been super for the kill. He got the reset though. Hugo was not ready for that body splash to land. He was priming that 360. Timed it right though. Ah, here's a matchup I play a lot. I think it's actually deceptively okay. In the beginning, I thought it was like, you know, fair. And then as I got better at Aura, I was like, this matchup Aura probably creams Hugo. I think at the highest level, Aura does cream Hugo. I think if you're super knowledgeable in the matchup and your execution is perfect, this is probably a 7-3 for Aura. Or maybe even a 7.5, 3.5. I love that setup. I love that setup. I've seen that before. This is a super funny setup. Hugo actually committed here, so this was a punish. But in order to escape this, this is an invincible command grab, and the only way to escape it is to jump. And if you jump here, that fireball hits you. And if that fireball hits you, it launches. The EX super recovers fast enough that Oro can juggle out of the fireball. It's super goofy looking. Oh, no cancel. Okay. Neutral double jump strong. Okay. Hugo's like bad with like quotes. Hugo's supposedly bottom tier or like low tier. Or like early tier lists put him there. And even like mid tier lists. When you think about Hugo versus a lot of the other low tiers, it feels like Hugo's worse than a lot of them. But also, Hugo's entertained a lot of pro success compared to almost every other low tier character. He's probably actually like mid. But again, he's one of those characters where parries are more rewarding for him than most characters because his damage output is high. Nice. That was tricky because Hugo can actually release that EX Lariat at a lot of different timings. So not only is it pretty hard to react to and it does good chip, but it has a variable parry timing. I wouldn't call Hugo anti-meta. Like, in some ways he is, because he kind of does well against Yun, supposedly. Nice. A wrestle super. But, like, he loses to a lot of the meta characters, especially Chun-Li and Dudley. I would never have blocked all that. That was terrifying. Yeah, there it was again. EX Lariat chip out. Don't wait for the opponent to realize they're dead to chip, because then they'll start thinking about what you could do. For example, EX Lariat. And then they'll be ready for it. SA1 Oro is a big meme, but we just saw some of the tech associated with it. For one, it's Oro's only invincible reversal, which is kind of novel. For two, we saw that upward fireball at range into EXSA1 cancel. But we didn't see the other end of that mix-up when Hugo tries to jump out. TC into raw super, no fireball. On some characters doing the fireball. No, I think on all characters doing the fireball. No, I think it's some characters. I think on some characters the fireball adds damage, on other characters it lowers it. Oh, well, it's his only full invincible super, is what I should say. And that actually does make a difference, because EXDP can't wake up into a lot of supers. Because of input priority. Or not input, but like hit priority. And EXSA1 also has more invincibility. So, like, you can't really EX Uppercut into a Wake Up meaty Denjin, but you can EXSA1 into a meaty Denjin. Yeah. I, like, labbed that once, and I was kind of disappointed with the ranges where it's a good thing. I only mentioned it because we saw it, so funny that we saw it. It's a nice little Oro novelty I didn't see for years. Yeah. That move is a sick counter poke. Low strong. That's one of Ken's best features, but you probably wouldn't guess until you played him for a while. That's like actually Ken's best normal. It's like Ken's version of Chun-Li fucking back fierce. Or Yun Palm. OS cancel. I think that wasn't dead OS. I think he had too much meter. Maybe, I don't know. I think he just canceled it based on the range. It's pretty fast. It's something like that, 4 or 5. It's very good against most other pokes. It's low commitment, comes out really quickly, recovers really quickly, and a good hitbox. But the really shining thing about counter pokes in this game is that you can't parry a counter poke because it doesn't hit you. So it's like kind of surprisingly hard. Nice parry into tech. It's kind of surprisingly hard to like stop Ken from whiffing low strong in your face without actually touching you. Depends on what character you play. And then if low strong hits, it confirms SA3 at a lot of ranges. Wow, he didn't confirm that. Don't bullshit me. That was not confirmed. Cool. Wow! That's a pretty hard... He was going to get it. If he just jumped in, if he got those 3 parries and then just landed, his air normal was going to be... It was going to hit midair Urian. So he was going to get a grounded punish if he got a punish at all. Duh. Because Urian recovers pretty fast once EX headbutt hits the ground. But what Ken did was he took EX Tatsu midair as his midair punish. And then he got a juggle out of it. So he didn't have to worry about air resetting the opponent because EX Tatsu just launches. Air EX Tatsu. Alright, you wanted the real for some reason for Ken is that TC is -2. What the fuck? I hope it's not obvious from my mic sounds that I'm yawning every fucking 2 seconds. I'm tired as shit. I really need a nap. And I want to have a stream where all I do is just talk about how tired I am. I think I really will nap. Napping is fun. That's when you know you're an adult. It's because you nap and you're like looking forward to it. I got up after like 2. Can't Start combo is very unique and fun. And that's why it was so prominently featured in SF4 and SF5. Little things like that define a character, you know? Spab's here. I gotta work until midnight tomorrow. What am I gonna do if I'm going to bed today at 4 p.m.? I'll just sleep for a really long time. That's my plan. I just had a coffee too. I might just, 2 hours ago. How to into Denjin? It's just quarter circle forward punch, quarter circle forward punch. It's the same as doing any like fireball into double DP or double fireball motion. It's like doing 2 really quick fireballs. Nice parry, nice punish. Kind of scary to do a parry like that. Carpe diem though. Is that the right expression? I think so. He who dares wins. How about that? Is that the same expression? It's kind of more, more on the nose. This way, the way this aura plays neutral. I like light kick. Light kick is kind of cool. You don't see that very much. But it's actually a really good counter poke in my experience. That double jump was perfect. And now he can just win. Yup. Don't fuck around. Just the basic baby bitch setups. Yup. 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 That's excellently done. That cross-up stomp is somewhat easier to do than the regular Shoto juggle. It crosses up, but he didn't care there. Because it was going to kill either way and he was going to get the same meter. Yes! That super cancel is really hard to do. I'm actually one of the only auras I know who can do that with any sort of reliability, so it's cool to see another player doing it. I would call that the single hardest useful part of Aura's kit. Like, he's got a lot of stuff harder than that, but it just becomes increasingly situational. And that's really useful too, because that sequence gets you to 5 juggle points, which is like the perfect number. Oh, meaty EX Tatsu. That's a really good meaty because it's safe and it's a very unusual parry. Why is this watermelon strawberry oil? It just looks like regular ass watermelon oil. It was just because it was too meaty. His Herbox did play a part in it, but not a huge part. That was nice. The forward dash was good. I think his punish could have been better. I think he had an unblockable starter there. This is perfect. Roundhouse? Yep. Another one. Another one. He actually could have kept that juggle going, I think. One more roundhouse. One more. One more. What? Fucking look at that. You gotta advance. It's like he heard me. He was like, okay. But he didn't do it right. Yeah, that dash was really well timed and also smart as shit. It was like okay to eat the... Oh, those two hits are really wide. I can't remember the last time I've had to parry that. Ages fucking ago. Okay. It was pretty YOLO. Necro's punish wouldn't have been huge because he didn't have super. But that was, you know, kind of bad. If he jumped low, probably canceled uppercut. Hi. If that parry into back forward was canceled into a special move, Necro would have already won. A parry to confirm. You don't need to confirm. You don't need to be safe after your parry. Sometimes you do. Oro's dash is really good. He's got one of the fastest forward dashes in the game and the game's fastest back dash. That didn't combo. Oro's just fucking around. Wake up stomp, I do that. This guy plays like me. Crutch Fierce into Fireball was better there. Or Crutch Fierce into Super rather. Oro's dead. Casually building meter. I shouldn't even say that. Casually doing max damage. Maybe not max. Tricky. Yup. 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 That was perfectly executed by this Oro. Super? Yeah. Yup. 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 No, the jump back. The jump back sucked. Everything else was perfect. The double super was really smart. Because Necro has time to jump out of that, but it becomes a lot more complicated when there's two supers. Because if he jumps out on the timing of the first one, he wants to jump out when the super's close, but he can't do that when there's two supers. Because he has to jump out before it's hitting him, but he's jumping out before the second one is close. Which means he's more liable to land on it, or like liable to land on it after doing air-to-air stuff. Which is exactly what we saw. Yeah, Oro's dizzy output is really high in general. There's like 5 characters in this game with insanely high dizzy output, and the rest of the characters just barely have any. Where it's all in like one spot. Oh, surprised that worked. Headbutt normally beats that kind of meaty stomp. It was all about the timing. I'm literally gonna go after this one, like, archive. 20 more minutes. I don't want to leave, but I'm just so tired. I'll do more third strike later. EX tackle? Yeah, he got it. That's hard to do, but he was in the perfect screen position. It's pretty easy on most characters, but on Oro it's really hard. Because he's tiny. That parry was balls out. It wasn't bad. It was just scary. That kind of fireball punishes the startup of dash punches, tackles. I hope I'm not saying really dumb shit because I'm tired as hell. Oh no, is it a weak matchup? Didn't you train extensively in it to beat me? Sometimes I watch pro soccer footage in SF3, and I'm just like, there's nothing here I can't and don't do. And then I play and I'm like, wow, I'm a clown, never mind. I do a whole bunch of stuff that just doesn't make sense. Nice block! I think he had to change blocking direction rather precisely there. Not super precisely, I think he only had to do it like once or twice. I think once. But it was still very nice. Oh, perfect. I would have been looking for that kind of jump too, to be honest. I think that was a good play. Yuri and Oro is very fun for Oro. I hope it's fun for Yuri too. Yuri and Oro is my favorite matchup in all fighting games. Why roundhouse there? Why not close forward? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Heavy super? Nope. I'm surprised he got across it there. That was a miracle. I would have attempted that too, but I'm surprised it worked. Dash, dash, high, double jump. High, late, double jump. Very tricky, very difficult. Oh, the call out, heavy fireball. That's not too risky to throw in neutral. It's kind of hard to punish. And it's actually safe if it's parried midair. Or it recovers in time. I'm legit having a hard time paying attention. This actually will be just an archive of me, like, nagging about being tired. Sometimes she jumped low short times 3. I missed it. Oh, air throw. Smart. Air throw is Oro's max damage air to air, but it's not super rewarding in any way except damage, and it's also not terribly fast. Or rather, air like lights are stronger, for example. Did I say? This strike has super fun neutral. I think that's one of the big things about it that makes it really great. People talk about the balance a lot, but balance isn't the only thing that makes a fighting game fun. There are fighting games with great balance that are just not very engaging. Third strike is very satisfying because there's a lot of ways you can, like, upgrade your play. Every character in this game is pretty cool. I mean, like, I have a pretty harsh opinion on Alex. But when I was fighting Durlath just recently, his Alex was going, like, pretty even with me. And that's a winning matchup for Oro. And it's like, he wasn't doing anything that was that hard. It's all about making the right kinds of decisions. You can make Alex work. You could play Alex the way Durlath played Alex, and it would have, like, a decent success rate against me. And you could do that as anyone if you, like, practice. You don't need, like, crazy tech. That being said, Alex kind of feels a little bit mediocre against almost the whole cast. Jump and parry like that. Urian down. He's got great positioning, but not enough meter to abuse it. At least he's got some. Nice. I like this meter use. Fuck it. Win the round. Oh, he might not even do that. Oh, that was a perfect jump back. I think if he did jump roundhouse, it would have killed. Necro committed right then to an advancing move where he couldn't block. That also wasn't hitting. Hindsight's 2020. Parry was technically easy there, but I don't blame him for not going for it, especially not getting it, because it, you know, he wasn't expecting it to just whiff. That spin hook. I feel like I keep on saying vague shit. Like I'll try and say something and then I'll wonder if I'm even making sense. EX tackle? No. See, there's wake up EX headbutt. Goes over lows, unthrowable, and then recovers really quickly. And also advances. Universal Overhead's so weird in this game. Don't you guys think that? I was thinking that recently. It's like, what if we gave, like, SF5 Zangief towards medium kick to every character? Except it, like, does half as much damage, but it's a real overhead. Has Zangief ever had an overhead? I can't think of one. He's got instant air normals in almost every game he's in. Universal Overhead is so, like, tiny. You know what I mean? Compared to, like, V-Skill and Focus Attack. So innocent. I don't think he had an overhead in Omega. Oh yeah, Charge, Stay, Fierce. No, that wasn't an overhead. That was just rewarding, I think. I can't think of one in Omega. Am I high? Jumping headbutt. That wasn't an overhead. In fact, it whiffed on crouching opponents. Or at least a lot of crouching opponents. I don't know if it whiffed on everyone. I didn't test it against everyone. It's literally like a proto version of his towards medium kick in SF5. It's just to help him advance and go over lows while he's advancing. And then it recovers quick, so you can like make the opponent whiff and then immediately SPD them. It's kind of bad. Oh, is that going to bounce off? I was scared for a sec. If Urian is overlaying the mirror, attacks will hit him first. Yeah, the overhead was the grab. The Hugo knee. You talking about like the down medium kick Hugo knee? Like the actual universal overhead? I'm trying to think of Hugo's knees. No, he didn't have that. He had something that was just a little bit similar, which is the one we were just talking about, the towards fierce. Which is actually something he had in SF2, I think. I think it actually predates that game. Predates back to that game. Dates back to. It is a funny input. That's why they made it medium punch plus medium kick, which also makes it a lot more pad friendly. I don't even know if I want to stick around for 16 more minutes. I'm conking. After this round, I think. I'm just too tired. I'll watch the beginning 15 minutes of this next time I stream Third Strike. Sorry it's a kind of shorter stream today. I'll come back and stream later today, I'm almost certain. Once I wake up. I'm not doing anything today. That was a good backdash super. I'm just tired of feeling sleepy as shit. Alright, it's over. I'll be back later.